scanners. Okay, you guys are in the market for a scanner. I'm going to tell you one to stay away from. Clickbait right there. Well, I guess we're going to stop there for right now. My pad flew apart. I don't have any more. Oh, darn, I got to run to Harbor Freight. That sucks. Anyways, Happy New Year's, you turds. Huh? I'm going to tell you this much. 2024 is going to be the year of Unwrecked, okay? I'm making it big this year. Even if I don't make it big, I don't even care. Because I have already made a determination that I'm buying my dream car this year, okay? I'm going all in on a build. Now, it might not be right away, because I have projects, okay? I got stuff to do. I got the C10 to finish. I got to finish and sell it. I got to finish and sell the Honda. Then I have another car that you guys haven't even seen yet, that I bought months ago. I got to finish and sell it, too. Honestly, wanted to keep it, because it's very nice. So, I'm excited for that one. And it's a manual, but I don't know. I might keep it. I don't know yet. I might have to sell something else. But my dream car is obtainable at the moment. If I don't buy it this year, it might not be obtainable because the prices on them keeps going up. So it's kind of like an investment if you think about it. If you buy a car that the value is going up on, you're never going to lose money. It's going to be worth more. So you can enjoy it and drive it for a while and then get more than you, but I don't plan on selling it. So yeah, I have goals this year, and it all comes down to me finishing all of these and selling them and, building up the kitty so that I have the money to get one. And I'm getting a wrecked one, obviously. And I'm not telling you guys what it is. Unless you're a Patreon subscriber. That helps too. So, all my Patreon subscribers already know what that project is that I said I got. They already know what my plan is for this year and everything. So, if you're not a Patreon subscriber, then what are you even doing here? No, I'm just kidding. I understand. Not all of you want to pay a special kid that likes huffing paint fumes, for the fun of it. So, anyways, I gotta run to Harbor Freight and get some stuff. And then I'll come right back. I need supplies. And I bought a bunch of supplies for in the garage online. They'll be here. Shop towels, tape. The tape's here. Shop towels I haven't got yet. I got more disposable cups for my painting. I ordered a new paint gun, an LVLP, low volume, low pressure gun. I want to try one of those because that would be nice for clear coat because there's not as much overspray. So my fan get up would be enough, and I can spray, my clear and not have the whole garage hazed up. So I could paint more in one shot. Anyways, let me go get my stuff, and then I'll get back and we'll continue on this thing. Another thing this year, you might not get 2 videos a week. I'm not making any promises. It was a goal of mine before to make 2 videos a week, make sure I get 2 videos out every week. I need to get work done. I need to get all this stuff done. And the more I concentrate on videoing and getting more footage and stuff like that, the less I get done. And in order for me to get my goals, I need to do more work. So you might get more video condensed into one, and you might get 1 a week, you might get 2 a week, you might get none a week. If you don't see me a week, don't ask no questions. But that's basically what I'm trying to tell you is I'm going to condense videos. Probably there's going to be more content in each video of more things, but I need to get things done. And I set a goal for myself because that makes me determined to get these vehicles done, especially this truck. This truck is a big one for me. It was originally, my goal on this truck was to do a cheap rebuild. I was, $10,000 resale, something like that. I've far surpassed that, okay? So now I need to make this thing as best as I can in the shortest time possible, which honestly, I don't have a lot to do. I got body work on the doors, a little bit of body work, and a little bit of body work on the fenders, and then I need to cut a hole in the bed and put a fuel door in it. And then the rest of it is sanding and painting. So the cab portion is done. I want to get the doors on. The primer job that this kid did on this truck, now I complained about it, but it saved a lot of the panels. Around the door handles, it was rusting, and he sprayed primer over it, and it saved. He must have sanded it before he did. Let me show you. Around this door handle down here, let's go down. Let's zoom in. Zoom in. No, come on. Why is it not zooming? Oh, there we go. Oh, why? Oh my God. Right here. Okay. Look at all that. That was all surface rust. He sanded and primered, and it stopped that. Now we have more over this way. There were some areas under there. I'm tucking the seal in to paint this so that I can get painted as far back in as I can. Then I can pull the seal out over the top of the paint. But right now, there was surface rust here. I need to sand this down to bare metal. There's some here, and it kind of extended out. That's why I sanded down to bare metal right there. You got to get that rust out, and then spray some rust converter on it. Then get some primer on it. So that's what I'm doing. And then we also have a dent right here, some cracks I got to weld. Were we seeing this? There's a crack here. This must have got pulled on. I hammered it back down in, but I need to weld these cracks. Now this is going to be underneath a mirror, so we're good there. I got a crack right here at the edge of the door. Are we seeing that? Right there. That's cracked, so I need to weld it. So a lot of stuff we're going to do. I might not get it all on film, but I'm going to try my heart. Oh, come. What? We're going to condense a lot of this, get it done, and you guys will get more in a video. Maggie! Oh, well, it's good enough. So, yeah, addressing the elephant in the room. Some of you have already told me this was going to happen. I didn't listen to y'all. I still don't. So, this rocker and cab corner, body lines aren't really that great. The rocker is really far off in the back. The only thing that this thing has going for it is it's a lowrider. So, to see how crooked this is from up here, you don't. Being that I'm not really going for perfection on this thing, and I want to get it done because I have big plans, whether they happen or not. I don't, at this point, it's looking kind of grim this year, but yeah, so I should have fitted the door before I finished the cab corner and the rocker. Passenger side turned out wonderful, okay? I don't know how, but it turned out really good, okay? The door lines up perfect, everything. Now, with these door seals on, these doors are extremely hard to shut. You got to slam them, okay? Listen to the pop. I got to open it from the inside because I don't have the outside door handle. You see how much it popped out? So, anyways, I don't know how it's even this far off, but it is. The door fits the seal perfect. It fits the seal perfect the whole way around. It fits tight. There's no tight spots like where it's too tight or it doesn't fit. It's hitting the door seal perfect the whole way around. So it's sealed. What gets me is the main issue here is, I'll show you here. When we mounted these together, I couldn't really get a good, you see how this is indented in the rocker? Well, the door's in from that too. So it sticks back in. Well, this is all one piece from the door seal out to this rocker, this was all one piece. So I don't know how that got so far in, but the door seal still fits up. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then it still meets the inner rocker and everything. I'm thinking it's the replacement parts, the rocker itself. But yeah, you really have to slam this door with authority. And then on top of that, you can clearly see the body line shrinks up right here. That's where we replaced the cab corner. So the fitment on the door, he's not the greatest. And then we have a bigger gap up top here than the below. I could shift it back, which I probably should try to get that shifted back some, but then, well, it might be okay. I can only shift the top of the door, so if I shift the top of the door back, then it's gonna move like this, so then it's gonna put this, well, it's gonna put a bigger gap right here. I think we're just gonna leave it where it's at, because if I start messing with that, then we're gonna be, you know, not fitting very great. Before I finish these doors, I was like, oh, let's paint the doors and everything like that. I'm getting ahead of this up. Getting too far ahead of myself here. I want to paint the insides of the fenders, and I'm probably just going to use that tractor paint that I got, the black single stage. Just paint the insides. I want to get a coating on them. I messed up this rocker whenever I was putting the door on. I don't even know. I think it was my jack that hit it. I don't think it was the door because it had my jack there. But I got 2 chips in it in the front. So when we do paint the doors, we're going to repaint this rocker again. It sucks, but yeah, we chipped the paint off completely. Two places there. I don't know how you do that. Anyways, underside of the hood, I do want to make it metallic black to match all this, and I have metallic black. So I'm thinking we're going to get the hood and the fenders and get this thing, get them scuffed and painted. Because then we got to mount them on the vehicle so that we can match the body lines here. And I know they fit like crap. So I did weld on the edge of this door here. This was dented in and it didn't even come out that far. So I actually added weld onto the end of this door so that this body line was straight. I got some body filler here that I got to feather out, or I got to do body work too, but the whole door's got kind of like a dented in there, and I think that was from me trying to fit the fender. The fender's crap. So what we're going to end up doing probably after we fit the fender is welding to make this seam the way we want it to. We'll weld metal in where the gap's too much, because it makes no sense. These are factory doors, so it makes no sense to weld onto the doors and to make the fender fit when the aftermarket fenders obviously are the problem there. So we're going to weld onto those. Then we'll make a tape line to the right gap that we want. We're going to get it as close as we can. Then we'll just grind it down to the tape line so that our gap looks right. I feel like that's the only, you know, way to fix this, because I know the gap was like not consistent the whole way down. You had tight spots, you had big gaps, tight spots, whatever. So we got to get it as close as we can, tape it. We're going to have to grind, add, whatever. But I want to get those prepped and ready so we can put them on, paint the underside of the hood so we can put the hood on, then we can line everything up, then we can try to fit everything. And that might be where I stop for a while. I gotta get onto these other projects. One you don't know about, plus this Honda. Also want to thank everybody that helped out with that fundraiser I did. At this point, I didn't quite raise half of what we were trying to get to, but all of it helped. Okay, still, I'm gonna leave it open for a while, that GoFundMe, because like that wasn't enough to cover all their bills. But I'm gonna, you know, strive on. So I will keep the link in the description if you still would like to donate, or, you know, whatever. I'm trying to get him back on his feet. So less talky talk, more worky work. I'm going to drop the sweatshirt off too because I'm going to be sanding and this black sweatshirt will be filthy. Just like me and your mom. Alright, so I cleaned up the garage some and I prepped some other things that I want to try to paint. Oh, I mean, I'm sure you can tell. I haven't started on this yet. If you remember right, when I had the big spacers on this truck, the tires were rubbing the lip. So I ground that off, cut a section out, and redid it. Then patched it all across there. And I patched this gap. I think there's normally a hole here. And I patched it. And did it like this because I figured it would last longer. And the inner fender will bolt across here. I'm going to paint this just like this. Well, not... Okay, I say just like this. Not just like this. I'm going to prep. I am going to leave this hinge on because I want it to get painted too. So it's going to get black. Might put it up like that so I can spray a little better. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Try to get both sides of that. Put that out like that. Get the most of it that we can. Get this prepped up and ready. I'm going to do both the fenders. The hood we're not going to do right now because I'm going to do all this stuff with that single stage. And then the other things I prepped up are these. So I did one door handle because I just want to see how this is going to work. And I sanded it, grinded it, and prepped it. And you can see, so chrome is hard to spray. It's hard to get paint to stick to. The primer that he had on this stuck to it. So I don't know. Those are the trims that go above the windows. I need to get this whole thing out. But I want to paint these in single stage black. The whole door handle and those trim pieces that go above the windows. They're the drip edge. Go up here. Yeah, they're going to be black. I want to have some black accents on this thing. That's going to be one of them. The door handles are also going to be black. What else? Marker lights black. The front grill piece that goes around the grill, I want to do it in black. I don't want any chrome on this. We'll just put it that way. That's another thing I did. I put the seal on right here. That looks pretty good. Put it on with some new hardware, stainless hardware, I should add. But yeah, so it's probably gonna be split up 2 episodes, but we're gonna get the fenders and those pieces in this episode. Then the hood will probably be its own episode. Get the undersides of those done. Get them mounted on the truck, and then the truck's getting pushed back over there in the corner. So, but the only reason I'm only doing one door handle right now is I want to see how it turns out, and hopefully it turns out good. Those drip edges, I'm thinking, like, if they don't turn out good, I'll just buy new ones. Same with maybe the door handles. I don't know yet, but we're trying. We're trying things here, folks. Would you look at that? Everything prepped itself. It's great. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing the tractor paint on this. Never used it before. Kind of curious how it's going to work out. I got to figure out my calculations for the hardener and the reducer and all that stuff, but I don't think we're going to go through a lot of it. Also got a new paint gun, and I don't know if I should use it or not. I might try it. It is a TikTok gun. I saw it on TikTok. It's the D1 Drizzle. I'm not sponsored. It's an LVLP gun, low volume, low pressure gun. So you have a lot less overspray. But I kind of want to try it. I was watching videos on how to adjust it. I think I have it adjusted the way I like it. But it looked like for clear coat, it's worth that. Because you know how I get lots of overspray in here, and it's like gets really hazy. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty good, but seeing as how a single stage is like your clear coat, I think I might try that. Do a couple light coats, and then I got a new undercoating gun as well. Nothing fancy for doing wool wax. My other one, the jug keeps falling off, and that's no bueno. Not good, especially when you're got it full of wool wax and then you dump it on the ground and it goes everywhere. So I'm going to rearrange things in here. The truck's not moving. I got to mask it all off again. Get it at least the cab covered. The bed, it doesn't matter because it's getting painted. But yeah, I need to get this cab covered up so that I'm not spraying in there. Then tomorrow when I get all set up, I'll get back to you guys and we'll get the insides of these and these trims and stuff painted. See how they turn out. Alright kids, game day. I need to figure out the mixing ratios on this tractor supply paint. I got more of the disposable cups. I got all kinds of stuff. I made sure to stock up in the garage here. The catalyst hardener and the reducer is mixed for 1 gallon. Both of them. A pint. So one's a half pint, one's a pint. We can figure this out to a gallon, and I only got a quart. So let me do some bleep blooping in my head here, and I'll get back to you with the mixing. Alright, so the ratios ain't really gonna help because it's like 16 to 8 to 1. Okay, be 16 parts of paint, 8 parts of reducer, 1 part of the catalyst hardener. So if my calculations are correct, you're about to see some serious Alright, so a quart is a quarter of a gallon. So you take these down by a quarter. So this reducer is 472 milliliters. Cut that down by 4. It's 118 milliliters. We'll mix with this whole can of paint. The catalyst hardener, 59 milliliters of this will mix with this quart of paint. That's by if I'm mixing the whole quart. What I figured out, probably to get enough paint to do everything and get enough on it, I'm going to do half of a quart because I'm going to do multiple coats on these. So I'm going to do half of a quart, which is 473 milliliters, which means I'm only going to use 59 milliliters of reducer and 29.5 milliliters of hardener. And I'm just going to use this and kind of eyeball it in that area, mix them up, and then we should be good. That'll put us up around 473, be about the quarter mark there, plus another 60, which will put us about right there. So yeah, this cup we'll have pretty close to 20 ounces of paint. I think that's going to be enough. I think it's going to be enough. I don't honestly know, but I think we'll try it. Anyways, now my brain hurts. I want to do the whole handle and these chrome trims with self-etching primer because I want to make sure that the paint sticks. The self-etching primer is going to give us our best bet. And this handle, I'm hoping the scratch marks don't show up through that, but I don't know. And I sanded that with the grinder like I did the handle. We might have to do multiple layers of self-etching primer. We need to get enough on there that you can't see the scratches. So let's do that first. So we get that done. And then I got a couple areas that I ground down smooth so that they're not rough. There was sharp edges here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so it looks pretty smooth on all the surfaces. I don't see scratches or anything in it. So this self-etching primer, which I used the rest of the can, worked out really good. And I did 2 coats on the door handle. I'm hoping that it'll grip chrome just as good as it does bare metal. So there's scratches in the stuff. Just it's self-etching primer. I'm thinking that's going to give us the edge. Now we have a window. I don't know how long it is, but we need to get these painted. So I'm going to use my magical calculations and mix up some paint. I need to set up the garage yet still. And then we're going to get some paint on this stuff. Alright, so my eyeball calculator tells me that we have the exact correct mixture in there. I hope we have enough to do multiple coats. Now you're going to spray this like you're spraying clear coat. So you want gloss finish when you spray it. So I did put my light on. This gun comes with a 1.3, a 1.5, and a 1.7 tip needle, like the whole set. Plus it comes with the quick adapter for disposable cups. Plus it comes with a regulator and something else. Oh, a filter. And I didn't like the way the regulator was working, so I did change that. Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, this is a regulator that came with it. Now, it could just have been me, but it seemed like it was dropping pressure. But then this one, I don't know. I made some adjustments watching videos. I have this at about 3 turns out, fan fully open, the pressure turned down to about 30 psi, because this is going to run on low pressure, and it should put out just enough paint that we get a good finish without making a huge amount of overspray. So I'm optimistic. Let's see how this works, and let's get going.
Now I will say I'm happy with one coat on the back side of the fenders. I don't think I mixed enough to do another coat on the back side. And it's not really important, the back sides of those. They're just, I wanted them to make them look decent. So one coat's fine. The handles, and oh man, there's no overspray over here. The handles and the trim, I want to get another coat on them, because the handles are going to be out in the handle is going to be a wear point for your hand. So I want to get as much paint on that as I can. And the trim is going to be out in the elements and sustain weather, so I want to make sure that I get a good coat on those as well. Really like the black door handles, and I think that's going to look really good on the door. So I pushed the button in, put a piece of welding wire in there to hold it back so we can spray back in here as far as we can. Yes, the button's getting paint on it, but I don't really care because it's black, so it's going to be gloss black. These trims, I need to try to get down inside here a little better on this coat, as you can see, because that's where the rain and all that stuff gets, and I want to make sure that I get black down in there. So that's what I'm going to work on the most this time around, is getting inside of that.
So I am impressed with this gun so far. It's pretty good, and low overspray is really nice. So we'll see how it sprays this next time, because I do see the end of the tip has some buildup on it. So we'll see if it sprays any different. But like I said, I have the pressure turned down and all that stuff. It does make it easier for painting these intricate parts like this. But these parts look really good. So focus on the door handle, getting a good coat on that. Then focus on getting inside this trim.
Boys, we got the protection. So the gloss black looks really good on the insides of the fenders. It's going to make the engine bay pop even more than what it does. This is going to help a lot. And then it's also going to help protect these from rusting a little bit more than what they would be just if I would have just slapped them on. Happy with this finish. Tractor Supply paint, we'll see how hard it is tomorrow when I come back. We'll check these out. And I might set the door handle on tomorrow and see what it looks like. I did order, there's gaskets that go behind this door handle on both sides, so it's not like right up against the paint. Ordered those, and I ordered 3M tape that'll fit this. And you put that on, put some new screws in it. I'm going to use stainless hardware. And then, yeah, I might throw those on. It depends on whether I have the 3M tape. I think I do. Nah, we're going to have to wait until I get the tape that I ordered. And then we'll do that. But yeah, looking nice, boys. Looking nice. Also, I'm impressed with that gun. I do like it. It doesn't feel as nice as, say, the Spectrum gun or the Black Widow that I use, but nevertheless, it sprays decent and works really good. So I'm going to go clean this gun because I don't want this paint drying in it. So we can try it on future things. Yeah, pretty nice.
I'm really hoping that this will dry because it's been a couple hours and it's still tacky. Maybe my precise calculations were wrong. We're going to let this sit overnight. I'm going to keep the temperature up in the garage, but the finish is pretty dang good. Now the can does say, let me read this can again. Well, let me look at the catalyst hardener, see what it says. This says reduces dry times. This says normally dries in 5 to 10 hours. So we'll say 2.5 to 5 hours? I don't know. Overnight, I'm hoping it dries. So I guess we'll check again tomorrow morning. Ta-ta. Alright, so it's the next day. It's been drying for like 15, 16 hours. And guess what? It did finally dry. It just took a while. But this paint is thick. Like, it's really thick. And it's hard. I like it. I like it hard. But the door handle, I mean, that feels really good. Really, like the paint feels strong on that. And the trim looks really good. And well sprayed, I may add. Look at that. Huh? Yeah, pretty good if I don't say so myself. There's something I want to go over before this video ends. Scanners. Okay, you guys are in the market for scanners and stuff. I'm going to tell you one to stay away from, okay? Because I tried to use it the other day. I really like this scanner. I got it last year. Around when I got the Black Z, sometime around there. It's Autel scanner that has the TPMS signals stuff built into it. Love this thing. I loved it. I went to use it the other day. It's been a year since I got it. It will not work. It will not work at all. It wants you to upgrade. So my thought was you wouldn't be able to upgrade any of the software after a year. So then, you know, you just have to use what's on it. That was what I was under the assumption. No, not at all. Okay? So when this thing wants an upgrade, you have to upgrade or it's rendered useless. Okay? It will not let me use it. Anytime I try to run a scan on anything, it comes up and wants me to upgrade. So my software subscription expired 9/24 of 2023. Let's hit renew. Let's see how much that is. We hit renew. Give it a second here to connect. Current renewal of device would be a total of $312.70 for 1 year. And then you would have to do it again. Let me go grab my car keys and I'll show you. It won't let me do anything with it. Guys, if I would have known it was going to be rendered useless after the upgrade subscription or whatever, I'd have never told you guys to go out there and buy it. So what I tried to use this for the other day was to, I put the winter wheels on this thing and I was trying to use it to reprogram my tire pressure sensors. So let's go to automatic. I'm going to let it read the VIN. It'll go through all this stuff like it's going to let you. So I tried to, hot function, I tried to use the TPMS. Tell me it's going to now. I can tell you if you just go into the special functions, it wouldn't let me do anything in there. Oh, it's going to let me. I made a liar out of me. So I think what I tried to do before would have been a service or TPMS. And when I did that, that's when it told me to upgrade. Let me try this again. Yes, registration authorization has expired, so it won't let me go in that way. But I guess if you actually go into the manufacturer, it might still work, but it turns off a lot of functions on here, so it wouldn't let me do it that way. If I went into the car diagnostics and went in through that way, it did. It just makes it a lot more inconvenient. Okay. Regardless, there's a bunch of other scanners out there that have like 3 years updates and stuff like that. The X Tool D8 Bluetooth, the one I have, is probably my favorite scanner that I have. It is a little bit of money, but it is still updating for free, and I got it before I got this one. That was the first big scanner I got, like does everything, and it's still updating to today. I think it's like 2 years old now. All right, so it's still, it did let me reset my oil. So some functions it won't work, some functions it will. I don't know. I just know I went to use it the other day and it would not let me, and I was upset. And then to see how much it was to upgrade, and that, I don't want you guys to be surprised, so that's why I was showing you this. But like, I thought this was like the coolest scanner I had because it has the RF signals and stuff, and it can talk to sensors, and you can actually check to see if your key fobs are transmitting signals and things like that. And the fact that I couldn't use it the other day upset me. Also want to add, this probably has the crappiest battery life of all the scanners I have. So for sleekness of a scanner that's auto fix, it's actually really, I like this one. Doesn't have anything to clip onto a steering wheel or whatever, but it's like fully rubberized, small, compact, and it's got a really nice screen on it. So I want to see, I bet you this one's only a year or two, but we'll find out here in a second. All right, so this one looks like it's 2 years, because I'm guessing I got this around September somewhere this year to do a review on, and it's good until September of 2025. So, and a year update on this is $119 as opposed to $317 with that Autel. Now this doesn't have the signal things for your tire pressure sensors, but let me show you something for that. So for your tire pressure sensors, they sell these things. This isn't specific for GM, and this one is supposed to do multiple types of vehicles, and I've used it. It takes a 9-volt battery. They're like $15 online, might be $20 now, I don't know. But this sends the signal to the scanner. It makes the it reads the signals from the tire pressure sensors. So it's a lot cheaper than paying $300 and some for the Autel. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Now this X-Tool D8 being my favorite one, I actually bought a glass screen cover. So I got a screen cover on this thing to protect it. I've used it quite a bit. It's my favorite one. So when this gets up, I'll see how long I have updates on this. I'm not even sure when I got this, but I'm pretty sure it was like 2 years ago, almost. All right, so I want to say the subscription on this one was for 3 years, because I know I had this one the longest, and it's good until 5 of 2025. So this one had the longest updates on it, and I don't know. Let me see if there's more information in here on how much an update is with this. All right, I found it online. So this does give you 3 years when you buy it. After that, it is $199 a year after that. So I'm just telling you, the 3-year deal is really good. And after 3 years, you might as well upgrade to a new one. You can buy another one of these with 3 years right now for $600. So you can buy a new one for the same price. You get 3 years for the same price you were going to pay for 3 years of service on this old one. You know, I don't understand these scanner deals. I want one that has unlimited updates, subscriptions. All in all, the best deal possible is just to start your own YouTube channel and have them send them to you for free. That's the best deal, because God, they're expensive. But yeah, that's where it's at. All right, so that's it for today. Next episode, bolting these on, I'm going to see what the trim looks like up to the vehicle. I don't have the tape to put it on there, so, but I want to see what it looks like up there. And then we're going to get the hood out, prep it, and paint the underside of it. I'm not doing tractor paint on the underside of the hood, although this did turn out really good. I have other things to paint with that tractor paint, but this, I do like that. I don't know. I was going to do the metallic black to match everything else under there. Shoot. Decisions. So if you like this video, smash that like button, consider subscribing. Hit that dislike button if your mom thinks my tractor's sexy. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrapped. You playing? Huh? Show everybody what you got for Christmas. You're supposed to play with it. Do you want to play with it? It's not. You're supposed to play with it. It's the other toy we got for Christmas. Stew Man, come here. Come here. You gonna play with the bird? No. No fun. Stella, you're no fun. What are you doing? You're not playing at all. You never play. You want to say bye-bye? Nope. Death stare. You want to say bye? You want to say bye-bye?